Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 143. In today's episode, we are going to change the team around a little bit more. And we're also going to play some games with it. And then towards the end of the episode, I'll switch over to Live Lasty and we'll open up my red rewards. Saving the rest of our packs for obviously when Future Stars is here. If you do enjoy, do me a favour, hit that thumbs up button. Let's go for over 2,500 likes today. That would be amazing. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Click the notification bell, become part of the Noti gang, all of that good stuff. So I mentioned it at the end of yesterday's episode. I know we spent a couple of million coins. We brought in some big players, Stoichkov, Mbappe, Kante and Varane. And I didn't particularly gel with Kante or Varane. So those two are the ones that are going to be offloaded. Fortunately, I bought them for decent prices. So, you know, like I got Kante on bid, which was 15k lower than his actual lowest bin at the time. I got Varane for the only one at 400k on the market. So, although I'm going to lose a little bit on tax, we're actually going to sell the players for more than we paid for them. So, it offsets some of that EA tax. So, yeah, we'll probably end up losing 15k, 20k or something like that at a maximum on those two players, which is, you know, just, it's not a big deal really, is it? So those two are going to go, and like I said to you as well, I was probably just thinking about bringing in like Diego Carlos back to the squad. We could just do this if we wanted to keep that sort of million coins that we've got, and we could play Paulinho on 8 chem. The only difference that is really is that Paulinho's on 8 chem, whereas last weekend we had Awar on 8 chem, so that just sort of flips around. So that's fine. We could totally do that, but I decided, I made a conscious decision to buy either one of two players, and those two players were the 85 baby Blanc in that centre mid spot to try him out, see whether or not we would like him from icon swaps, or this guy, 88 Coman, because this is the one that I really want from icon swaps. This is the one that I keep coming back to and I still really want, and I want to try him as my like defensive midfielder. So as you can see, we eventually win this guy for 457k on bid. His cheapest bin at the time was that 480. So let's say we sell him after the weekend league, or, you know, we get icon swap objectives and I can get the tokens I need to get him unlocked. Then hopefully we wouldn't really lose much on him, and maybe even could sell him for like that 480, which might even just about break us even or make profit or something. So that's what we're going to do. And of course, that then switches the team to a 5 at the back formation to begin with. It looks sweaty, but I'm not going to play it. I'm still going to play a 4-4-2, of course. All it does for this squad is actually puts Bernardo Silva on 8 chemistry, where he was on full chem before. I genuinely don't think that makes a difference whatsoever. And, well, I mean, we've got our red picks later on in this episode. If I am lucky enough to maybe pack a red Ricardo Pereira, he would get a strong link, wouldn't he, to Bernardo Silva? So, yeah, like that would be the goal. You know, we could bring Roberto Carlos out for a weekend and try out. We might even be able to buy Ricardo Pereira if we don't get him in red. I mean, let's face it, we're probably not going to get him in red. But you'll know, actually, by the end of this video, because I will have recorded it and you'll see it today. So, obviously, I wanted to try this team out in Rivals, see if I was an idiot to do this, you know. Am I going into the weekend league like a little bit foolishly, you know? Am I trying players out like, is this Coman really going to be like a defensive centre mid for me? Can he cut it? And so that's what we tried Rivals for. Now this was actually on like the night just before everything refreshed again. So this was Wednesday night, quite late at night actually, playing these games, and it wasn't going to push me up to rank number 1 for our rewards, but hey, it's definitely going to solidify rank 2, so it means that we will most definitely get mega packs. It will mean we most definitely get 50k packs for when Future Stars are out, for tomorrow's video probably. So we end up actually turning this very difficult first game around, scoring with Stoichkov here, and then I think I actually bring him off at the pause of this substitution, because I'm not going to lie, have been struggling a little bit with him. I'm very interested to carry on with him and see if I can enjoy him throughout the weekend league. And he does seem to clutch up and score some goals. But I thought maybe he was going to feel a little bit more agile than he does. So he's definitely not going to be one that we keep for ages. But, you know, maybe if we get through our weekend leagues quickly, our weekend league games quickly, we could sell him before like a price crash. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, hoping to get involved with him and Mbappe a little bit more over the weekend. So we come away with our first Rivals game with a victory. And I actually enjoyed Coman as that CDM, as that stay back while attacking or even drop between defenders type CDM, or who's actually playing in a centre mid spot in the 4-4-2. So far, so good for the Dutchman. So at this point in time, it's kind of like solidified my intent on unlocking him over Baby Blanc. But of course, I haven't actually tried Baby Blanc, so you never know. We might end up giving him a shot at some point during the next week or so. I don't know. I think that Coman's stats actually look really, really good for that centre mid spot. The only thing that really lets him down is the fact that he's 3-star, and the agility and balance. But not going to lie, didn't really notice any of it. All I noticed from the player was that he clutched up. He got interceptions. He made those tackles. He felt strong. And of course, what that does is if you have that level of stability in your midfield, it really allows me to push forward with Aouar, knowing that I've got cover in defence. And you know, we all know my feelings towards Aouar in this squad right now. He is genuinely a gem that I hope you guys picked for your storyline player. So 2 wins out of 2, and that was like a 3-0 rage quit or something. That was good. And then we come up against this guy, clearly doing Premier League icon swaps just before everything ran out. He took Felipe Anderson over Aouar. That's the first time I've seen that dynamic image, actually. Looks good. And to be fair, he looks like a very, very good player. I'm sure a lot of people will choose him because he's the more attacking player, isn't he? So this was a really, really tough match, considering I out-teamed this guy like crazy. This was a difficult one. I was 1-0 down at half-time. The goal wasn't amazing, but, you know, fine. I was aware that people were downloading stuff in my house, so that these games weren't going to feel the greatest, and they most definitely didn't feel the greatest. There was a little bit of delay going on. I wonder whether or not my opponents felt that as well. But my opponent goes 2-0 up. So I go on my super ultra constant pressure attacking mode, and we do get a goal with Aouar here to bring it back. So that's 2-1 after 53 minutes. 6 or 7 minutes later then we push forward, and lovely ball in there from Coman. Kent has come on for Stoichkov, I believe, just because again I needed that super sub ability, and we get the equalising goal. Now I realised that this guy was doing swaps, and I wasn't really playing for anything, so I decided to just give him his winning goal towards the end. I wanted to play the game because I wanted to test my team out, but he was easily good enough to be level with me with a team that was worse than mine. So at that point, yeah, gave him the victory. He dropped me a message saying thanks, and actually turned out to be a subscriber. So if you're watching, mate, you're welcome. And yeah, you're very, very, very solid player. So we had a good game, and you know, I don't mind giving the odd victory out to people, especially if I'm not playing for anything in particular and someone is clearly doing an objective. Sometimes, depending on how the opponent's playing, I might just go for the win. Who knows? But this game right here, we end up going 1-0 up. Bernardo Silva got really lucky. And I think, again, it was probably because of like the connection. Players seem to be phasing through defenders, whether that was against me or even for me, as you can see. The bad connection kind of worked in my favour in that instance, and we got a goal from it. Mbappe then knocks it through to Stoichkov, and that was a solid attacking run. It shows that his attacking positioning is good, and a solid finish on the left foot as well. And then Stoichkov knocks it through to Mbappe. We get it back out wide to Bernardo Silva, who I do genuinely love on this game. I'm so fond of him. He's a really, really good player. And for those of you that maybe missed out on him, you missed out on a complete gem, because the way he dribbles, he genuinely feels like a Messi on this game, and the pace boost that he's been given. I'm a massive fan of Bernardo Silva on this game, and I definitely want to try my very best to keep him in the squad, because he's a great outlet on that right wing. So he quits at like 3-0, and that was, for me, that was like enough games that I needed to play. That was enough for me to realise, you know what, I like this Coman. I do really like him. So unless we get anything significant from our Reds or from rewards over the next couple of days, this is the team that I anticipate going into the weekend league with. All that's left to do now really is just to sort of switch over to live lasty, and we'll open up our red rewards, and I'm sure I'll tell you exactly what I want at the time. But yeah, really enjoyed this squad. I know it looks a little bit sweaty when you start things out in the 5 at the back, but it just plays as a 4-4-2, and still not sure as to whether or not it's Orsic or Kent or Attal that we want to play as our left mid. But, you know, we've got options. So let's switch over and get those red rewards. Okay, we've switched over to live lasting. It's time for us to unlock our weekend league rewards. Oh yeah, basically we need to accept our rivals rewards, take the weekend league rewards, but we know we're not going to be opening up those packs. So we're going to get 2 mega packs, 2 rare players packs, unless I decide to go tradable for possibly making money on future stars cards. Now, we'll go for the most content possible. We'll take our untradeable players. But like I said, we'll open them in tomorrow's episode. We've also got like 20 of the 2-player packs to open, which will probably be in the episode after that, so I don't overload you with packs in one day. But yeah, we'll take our rivals rewards, but it's mainly about our red player picks. So let's go ahead and unlock them. We finished Elite 6, aka Gold 3 OP. So 30,000 coins coming into the club, which is nice because, you know, we've spent quite a lot of them lately. So it tops us up a little bit. The buffer of 2,000 qualification points because I've already qualified for the weekend league. 2 mega packs, 1 50k pack, and the most important part is a Goretzka and a Ricardo Pereira, or actually an Insigne and a Ricardo Pereira. That's what I'm going to get today. That's what I hope to get today anyway. I'll literally take one terrible one if I could get the Ricardo Pereira. For some reason, he's the one I want the most, just because I know that it would get my Bernardo Silva onto full chemistry. It would be an interesting one that I kind of want to try out. So, without further ado, let's get into it. If you haven't already done so, hit me with a thumbs up button. Give me that little slice of extra luck to try and get my red player pick. And let me know in the comment section below who it was that you were able to pack from these. And of course, if you saved your packs for future stars or not. Because if you didn't, come on guys, we know better than this by now. But 3, 2, 1, red player pick, number 1, boom, let's go, Ricardo Pereira. Alright, so this is just a bad one. So I said I'd take the bad one in order to get the good one. Pretty classic red player picks for Lasty at the moment. Nothing amazing. What league are these guys? Okay, so we have... I mean, the French league is the one to really take. But is he good enough? Or do we just take a Brazilian player? Because you never know when you're going to need one of them. Like, I don't care about the rating. I've probably got enough in the French league that I don't need this guy. So what I'm going to do is just take the Brazilian fella from the Saudi league, because you never know when they're going to ask for Brazilian objectives or Saudi objectives, and I lack from players from there. And he actually looks all right as a CDM. So I'm going to take Anselmo. Even though he's the lowest rated, I'm going to make a bit of a sacrifice and take the lowest rated one so that EA then give me the better player for round number 2. So let's take him. So that's player pick number 1. We might end up buying Pereira if we don't get him here. But let's get a good one, shall we? It'd be nice to get a really good red player pick. I mean, I'd rather save my luck for future stars, but it would be also quite good to get something here, wouldn't it? So, come on. Let's just do it, shall we? 3, 2, 1, boom. Let's get a great player today. It's just so bad. It is just so bad. Turkish League, Spanish League, English League. I mean, like, Lejeune doesn't look very good at all. We've kind of got David Luiz already in the Prem, so we've already got our Prem centre-backs. This Porto doesn't look like the worst thing in the world with his pace, dribbling and shooting. So I'll just take him. He's the highest rated one as well. My red picks, once again, pretty awful. So yeah, there you go. 2 players that are probably never even going to get dynamic images because I doubt they're on the starting 11. But it is what it is, eh? I guess what we've done is we've saved our luck. We've saved our luck for future stars. So that's when we're going to get like a João Felix or something like that. Oh, imagine that. That would be awesome. So let's take a little look. So in the squad, you guys know that everyone's on full chem apart from Bernardo Silva and Roberto Carlos. Roberto's always going to be on 7 chem, or it was either him or Ferland Mendy that's going to be on 7. And that's fine. I don't mind either of them being on that. And then Bernardo's on 8. But But with the purchase of a Ricardo Pereira, what we would do, obviously, here is get Bernardo up to 10 and also our right wing back up to 10 as well. So let's take a little look at what he costs on the market. Because if he's like, I don't know, if he's like 150, maybe I'll get him. Let's see. I actually don't really know what he costs. I've got a feeling in my head that I saw him at like maybe 180 yesterday. So let's just see. So let's go to 200 and let's go to 100 there. So this is the 86 one that we want. All right. So he's definitely under. Is he under this? No, he's not. So he isn't 150. And let's face it, with Future Stars, people are going to be opening lots of packs. So it's probably a terrible idea to go ahead and buy this guy right now. I mean, come on. 163. How good's he look in game? So his defending is actually really good because it's only heading accuracy that lets him down. Jumping lets him down as well, but who really crosses in this game? He's got good stamina, bad strength, but I reckon we could increase that. Like, if with an anchor chemistry style, I think that this could be a very good defender because it would boost that aggression, boost the strength a little bit, just top up those defensive stats that I'm already pretty happy with. But is he better than a Roberto Carlos? It's just something that I kind of want to try. Has anyone put a cheaper one up? They have. 161. What has he actually got? 4-star skills as well? No, 4-star weak foot. High. I don't know really, to be honest. I think I'll probably try him out for this weekend league over Roberto Carlos. But I want one that's cheaper than 161, to be honest. I want one that's cheaper than 160. So let's see if one pops up in the next few seconds. If not, we'll probably just give it a rest and, you know, maybe I'll buy him before the weekend league, maybe not. But if one pops up here in the next, like, 30 seconds or before I get kicked out of Ultimate Team, then I'll buy it, right? As long as it's not like the 84 and I get trolled. But it's not looking likely. I guess with the amount of packs people are going to open up for Future Stars that this guy's going to drop considerably. I don't know how much, but I imagine he'd probably settle about 130 maybe. Maybe even less than that. Doesn't look like anything's really going to pop up. Did someone buy the 161? No, they didn't. Oh, wait. Oh, whoa. That scared me for a second there. It's because I dropped this. His max must be 110 on the other card. Okay. Well, 161 is there. Can we bid on one? Not really. 19 minutes for a 145. I tell you what, guys. I'll keep on the lookout for this. And I'll try and get him at a good price. Because I actually do kind of want to use him for the weekend league. Because it would be nice, wouldn't it? Just to try something different. Roberto Carlos is still great. And I would play him at left back anyway. But we could actually play Furlong at left back. And then, you know, it would be nice to have a little bit of a change. I think that's the aim, that's the plan. What we'll do is we'll buy that at the start of tomorrow's episode, depending on whether or not I see one right now for under 160. No, someone bought the 161. Okay, so we'll keep a lookout for that. But yeah, 28 packs saved up. When Future Stars drops for us later tonight for you guys, what I'm going to do is I'll play some games of the Weekend League tomorrow, probably buy my Ricardo Pereira as well, and then I'll open the good packs, so the Rivals packs and the Weekend League packs, and then what we'll do is we'll save the 20 of these for the episode after that, so that we don't pack spam you guys, and it'll give us a nice chance to hopefully pack a Future Stars. But yeah, guys, happy with Koeman coming into the squad. Happy with Bernardo Silva being in there. Stoichkov and Mbappe willing to try them out again for this weekend league. I do like my midfield now. I like the fact that we've got Koeman in there holding things down. He feels a much better version of Guardiola, that's for sure. And then Aouar's got the freedom to play. But that is the episode today. We've changed the squad again. We've done our red player picks. Unfortunately for us, they were trash. But we go again next week. And we go again tomorrow with hopefully some good purple Future Stars in packs. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, hit a thumbs up on the video for me. Subscribe if you are new around here. You can come and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And then, to be honest, after all is said and done, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. I will catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.